welcome to Beafundi Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, an intuitive card reader, and a visionary, and I'm here this evening to do the general reading. It's a weekly reading for the sign of Leo the Lion for the week of March 27th through to April the 2nd, 2017. So I'm asking Masters of the Universe, Masters of the Natural World Order, and our ever-faithful spirit guides to please bring any messages for Leo the Lion, lovely Leo the Lion, for the weekly readings March 27th through to April the 2nd. We thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Ooh, these are your cards, Leo. Bear with. Okay, first card. Tarot's brought forth for your attention. The Five of Swords. On Monday, it's about conflict. Well, it's a Monday. What else would you expect? Second card on Tuesday. Judgment is about self-reflection. The third card brought forward for you, the Hangman. He's all about limbo. Limbo on hump day. Not surprising at all. Fourth card is Thursday. It's the Eight of Cups, and it's all about change. Friday's card, the King of Swords, and it's all about ambition. Saturday, King of Pentacles. It embraces trust. And Sunday, your last card, the Star, and she represents hope. All right, let's get right into it. Your very first card, the Five of Swords, all about conflict. There could be some arguments that come to the forefront on Monday. Somebody you trusted, somebody that you counted on, somebody that you had unfailable faith in, almost unfailable, within reason, reasonable faith and reasonable trust, has turned their back on you without telling you they turned their back. They've been very, very devious about this. For some of you, it's a family member. For some of you, this could be a coworker. I'm only feeling maybe this is hitting about maybe 2 people out of all of you, and there's a lot of you. This is over feelings of power. Who has the power? You had the power. You have the power. That's what this is all about. You have, let's say, dibs or trump on a situation or something. Yes. Something. I'm having a hard time. It's like right there, and I can almost see it. I can almost taste it. I'll move on. This can represent family troubles. There's some conflict going on within the family. Somebody's pulling rank. Somebody's trying to pull rank. Power of attorney. Who's the boss within the house? This is among siblings, by the way. This is a brother and a sister, sister and brother, sister and sister, brother and brother. There's a power pull going on there. Jealousy. Somebody's trying to influence somebody else's opinions and thoughts about you. Somebody's opposing you within the family. Somebody's trying to make it so that everything you think, you say, your opinions are overruled, no matter what. They're trying to discredit you. The advice is in the card is here to tell you to make sure that you stand your ground rather than retreat and turn away. Don't let this go. Don't let this slide. If you do, it's going to be something that you're going to have to deal with over and over again. You'll lose credibility within the family if you don't have the wherewithal to stand up and stand your ground. As long as you speak the truth of a situation that you find yourself in, as long as you remain with the truth. It doesn't matter if there's 7 people in the room within the family. It doesn't matter how many, and they're all family, and everybody is equal. If the truth isn't being spoken, and the integrity is at stake, don't lose your own. The truth is, you know it. I'm hearing the truth is, you know it. Stand up for it. Back it up. Don't back down. You can get 7 or 8 people in one room and have something go down and happen, a happening within that room. And you know what? If you took those 7 people to the side one by one off in another room and said, tell me what happened in there. Do you know how likely it is that everybody's going to have a different story? Although everybody's seen what was going on, everybody will have a different story. That's why you have to remain true to your own integrity, true to your own truth, true to what you saw. Okay? So don't forget that. Your keywords are opposites moving on, looking for safe haven, a place where you can go and you can get away from that, a place where there is truth, and it is what it is. Facts are facts. Facts don't change. You're looking for peace and resolution in this as well. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that all falls on a Monday at all. The next card on your Tuesday, the card is called Judgment, and it's all about self-reflection. That's an overlap right off and feeling it of this. And does it not make sense with all this going on? Then you go off to your quiet corner somewhere, your quiet haven, and you're sitting and you're reflecting. And you're saying, is it me? Is it just me? Am I the one that's crazy and they're all sane? Why are they all over it? Here's the thing. They're not all on board with each other. Everybody's got their own agenda in this situation. This overflows into Tuesday, probably right in through the rest of the week. This is going to carry, not even this week, this is going to carry on for a while, probably the next 6 weeks, this situation right here. This has to do with the family struggles and the power struggles within the family unit. We're talking first family here. We're not talking your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, your boyfriend. This is within your family structure, brothers and sisters and parents and whatnot. It could be that somebody's passed away or about to pass away, and there's a big fight going on about how things are to be done and how the layout of the land and the plans are going to come together. And nobody's really on the same page, although you are feeling like everyone is against you. And maybe they are, but they're all against each other. So pull your head back out and don't be going around, what about me, what about me? They're all doing the same thing. Rise up above all of that, okay? Keep your integrity in check. So this card also is here to tell you that you're about to revisit your past, and you're taking stock, and that comes back to the first card as well. You can remember happier days and happier times within that structure. And you may uncover some unfinished business that could work in your favor as well as you're delving in through the past. You may have to go visit somebody within the family unit, or an unobjective person that has nothing at stake in this situation. They have nothing to lose, nothing to gain. They're your best bet. So if you have to revisit the past or go off to an old aunt or an old uncle or somebody that was close to the family, an old neighbor maybe, something like that, that live next to the family, because people like that in our lives within our neighborhoods, Mr. and Mrs. Smith next door, have lived there for 40 years beside your family. They're not just neighbors. They're extended family. And sometimes your neighbors become closer to you than what your own family does. And they have an objective point of view. They're really they're the home base that you really want to go to if you're looking to clear up some questions from the past. Another meaning of this card is a spiritual connection as well to the spirit guides that revolve around you, and also with angels And maybe some loved ones that have passed on, you may be calling on their energies to come in and to guide you and to help you. Don't hesitate to do that. You know, if you think that's kind of funny and kind of odd and kind of weird and out there, you know what? Nobody has to know about it. If that's what you believe, and if that's where you're led, then that's where you need to go. There's somebody from your past you might be thinking about giving another chance to as well. Somebody that you didn't let have their say. Ah, uh-huh. Now you know how it feels. Sometimes we need to go through something to understand something, and you're feeling embarrassed that you've done this to somebody in the past. You didn't let them have their say. You just overrode them the way you're being overridden now. And you want to go back and apologize for that. Until that happened, you had a good relationship with this person, or so you thought. And for some reason, you got your nose out of joint. You wouldn't listen to them. You said they didn't know what they were talking about. That was a bunch of, bollocks, as the Irish would say, bollocks. In other words, bull crap, right? And now that you know what that's like and you've experienced it, now you've developed a certain amount of empathy for this other person because you've been there and you've walked the walk. And now it's time to talk the talk. And now it's time for you to go back into your past and reach out to that person and ask for their forgiveness. And when you do, that person is going to be very gracious and say, yes, I forgive you. I never held it against you. You were the one that thought I held it against you. I knew the truth. You were the one that had the questions, and you didn't like what you were told. And all I did was speak the truth. You're going to have a meeting of the minds, and you're going to find a very comfortable place with each other. This is going to be a good thing that's going to carry on down the road. You'll never go through this with this person again. They're going to be like a kindred spirit to you, and you're going to be solid together. There will be some contemplation going on, some self-judgment. There'll be guilt, a spirituality, a lot of memories. The card is here to tell you, don't be so hard on yourself. You are human after all. Third card on your Wednesday hump day, it's a hangman, and he's in limbo. And I like this guy, and I'll tell you why. Because this guy's not kicking and screaming to get out of the predicament he's in. He's hanging there by his fin, and his body language is extremely relaxed. And he knows, and he's wise enough to know, that I'm kind of caught in a quandary. I'm backed into a corner. And right now, there's nothing I can really do about it. I have no control over the situation. It feels like everything's out of control around me. So I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to hang here for a little bit because I know this isn't forever. I know that this isn't something that's going to upset my life. I just have to sit back, let be what be will be. Let the cards fall where they may, no pun intended. I have no control over this situation. Absolutely none. This is not of my doing. This is all theme-based right now. I can feel that. This is all connected. Leo, Leo, it's like you've been had a stone. It's like you're in a cave and a big stone's been rolled over and it's blocking your way out. And you're roaring. You were roaring. And then you said, oh, I'm all done with making all this racket and all this fuss. I'm just going to sit back and see what's going to take place here because I'm not going to be stuck here forever. I just know I'm not. I'm not going to die in this cave. That isn't going to happen. But you're just feeling there's a period on Wednesday that there's no forward movement. Things that you've been waiting for, they seem to be stuck. And you haven't heard anything and you're kind of lost. There's where the feeling of having no control comes in. If you don't have facts handed to you, if you can't search them out, if you can't find them, there is a feeling of absolutely no control. And there are parts of you right now that would rather compromise than wait this out. And the card's here to tell you, you need to wait it out. You need to be patient. You need to sit back and see what manifests. Let everybody else do all the work. Let them do all the dirty work. Because you will come back, and you'll come back stronger. And your roar will be louder than it's ever been before. People will take notice of who you are, and more yet, of what you have to say. People are going to listen to you. Wow. How often do we get that kind of attentiveness where we can grab an audience by walking into a room, and you're going to experience that. You're going to be a force to be reckoned with, and nobody's going to question it. I can feel that as well. But the card is here. The Hangman is asking you, stay calm and think rather than rush. There's the big thing right there for you. You need to be patient. You truly do. Your keywords are waiting in time, frustration, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints of others. Of course, that goes back to the first two cards, doesn't it? If you're calm and if you wait, you may gain some valuable insights here at this moment in time. Your Thursday is the Eight of Cups. It's all about change, and this is emotional change. Emotional change going on here. I'm going to pull my book on this one. Bear with me. All right. All right. So it's time to take your leave at this point. And I feel somebody's moving. You're turning your back and you're moving. This is a sad time for you. Your head is down. You're walking away. This is a young man. Not real young. He's probably 32, 35. Dark straight hair. A couple inches around the head long. And his head is down and he's taking his leave and he's leaving. And this is exactly the right time to move on, and you know that it is. Whoever you are. It's just a vision that I saw. It's the right time to go. The card is here to tell you that. You may have already left a relationship, a home, a job, or other commitment at an emotional level. So there's a little drama or moral struggle to contend with as you say a quiet goodbye. You're ready for change. The card also reveals a journey or a change of scene, such as going on vacation or even taking a short trip away. The advice is you need to follow your heart and you need to move forward. Your keywords are endings, departures, journeys, movement, transitions, travel, and vacation. But in this case, this is more than just a vacation. This is a move. And you're going to be gone, as far as you know, for a while. There is some sadness. There's sadness revolved around this. It's not what you want to do. You feel that this is what you have to do. Your Friday is a King of Swords. He's all about ambition and ambitious ideas as well, where this is swords. It's the things that are on your mind, things that you're contemplating. This is a man who is very clever, and he's an extremely strong leader. He just holds a presence. He could be a you, per se, Leo, or this could be an actual person that you're about to encounter, or somebody that's in the picture of your life he's part of. He's a great strategist. He has charm. He has ambition. He's very handsome. People notice when he's around, and when he speaks, people sit up and they take listen. That's how you're going to recognize this guy. Or this could be you. He offers calm and logical judgment. Legal issues may need attention right now. I'm smelling and I'm hearing divorce papers are coming. It's got nothing to do with this guy, but he's behind them. He is the one that's going to bring more calm and order into the situation. Divorce papers are soon to be served to you, Leo, unfortunately. Whether this, maybe it's what you want, but they're coming. I can see the movement. I can feel them. I can feel them coming. Delivered right to you, in your hand. Like a sheriff's representative from a sheriff's office kind of thing. They deliver these things. And I see them coming to your door in handy, and you're going to have very strong mixed feelings about this. Your logical side of your brain will tell you, well, I know this is where this is going and where it was going to go, but now that it's here, I'm very upset by this. What did you think was going to happen? You knew the marriage was over. Male or female, doesn't matter who you are. You knew the marriage was over. There was no going back. You can't go back. You know more now than you ever did, so there's no way would that settle with you. And you'll never settle, Leo. You've already been down that road, and you've already tried that path. And all it did was make you come out feeling like a fool. He's here to bring a logical approach to everything. So if you remove emotionality from your situation, as unemotional and detached as these papers are, this is sorry about that. I had to stop for a moment, but somebody's going to show you to take a logical approach, Leo, to how to handle this and save face, and to keep your pride intact. This is very, very important for you right now. The advice is to always look for facts before making any final decisions. So in a divorce decree, make sure all the information is correct so it doesn't come back down the road as mistakes that were made. You need to double check all the facts within the divorce papers before you put your signature on it. Your keywords are fairness and balanced decision, strength, trust, and support. There is support there for you. You're not alone in this. There's a lot of support there for you. Don't forget that. So the next card, your Saturday is a King of Pentacles, and it's all about trust. And Leo's having some trust issues right now with all this going on within the family structure, within marriage decrees and divorce decrees and this kind of thing. This is a man who's ambitious, trustworthy, protective. He commits to a project or a relationship until the very, very end. This is a powerful business owner, a leader with a hands-on attitude. This is somebody's lawyer, is what I'm hearing. Lawyer and advisor. For those of you that are now in connection, you can trust this man. You can trust him implicitly, completely. He's not going to lead you astray. He's not going to lead you down some path. He won't go down a road unless he familiarizes himself with it first, so he knows where he's going and he knows his stuff. He would never dream of misleading you in any way, shape, or form. This is somebody that you can trust. This is also, for some of you, could be the U card for all you Leos out there. And if it is, it represents generosity and love. Your gains that you have in your life, you are sharing with those that you love. The advice of this card is protect what's yours while helping those on their way up the ladder. Your keyword are money, protection, power, loyalty, stability, leadership, and commitment. Your Saturday is going to be a heavy, heavy Saturday for you, Leo. You'll be doing the regular things that you would normally be doing on a Saturday, but there's a lot of heavy stuff in the evenings. You're going to be thinking and contemplating, going through paperwork as well, ownership, paperwork, these kind of things. You have some things you need to settle. You're a busy person at this time of the year, so you really, really need to get yourself together when you'll be stealing some quiet moments to handle these things. I see somebody alone in their house doing that, shuffling through papers, looking through cupboards, going through drawers. There's something missing that you're looking for that's very important to you. It's ownership of something. Heads up on that. Okay, so your Sunday is the star. She represents hope. I'm hearing a reprieve for some of you on Sunday, where you're going to be able to do this after a crazy week and all these crazy people in your life with these crazy situations you find yourself in the middle of. Sunday, you're saying, I'm taking the gloves off. I need this rest before Monday rolls around again. God help me before Monday rolls around again. The star is a symbol of hope. By the end of Sunday evening, you will be feeling a surge of hope. And for those of you looking for those papers that say you've maybe found them, your intuition is riding high this time as well. As high as the tide as the surf that's coming in out there outside my window right now is a loud, loud, powerful surf. And it's crashing on the beach. And it makes me think of intuition and that kind of a thing. There are going to be lessons for you that have been learned through hardship. When you go through lessons learned in hardship, you won't make the same mistakes again. Never again. Because the ones that are the hardest are the ones that remain with us the longest. And we won't go through it again. You're smart enough to do that, Leo. There have been heartaches or hardships through heartache. You're going to start gaining hope again, and you need to trust protection from the universe. Some things are written in the stars. Some things are what they are. Some things are out of our hands. Have you ever tried to make something work over and over and over again, and you just won't give up? Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's not a good thing at all, Leo. Sometimes you have a hard time taking no for an answer when you can't get what you want, or you can't seem to make things work in your favor or the way you feel they should go. Some things are not meant to be, even if you feel that they are. The universe says keep banging your head against the wall. We're not budging on this because this isn't meant to be for you. Something else is waiting in store and waiting for you down the road. This card's here to guide you to happier times through all your kicking and screaming the whole way. It's here to guide you through happier times, to happier times. The star is here to tell you you are on the right path, and for heaven's sakes, everything's going to be fine. The universe is saying trust. Trust in us. Trust in the universe. Sometimes you just got to give it up to the universe. The way some of you would say, give it up to God. Give it to God and let God. Give it to God, to the universe, and let the universe. Everything's going to be fine. You need to follow your heart, not your head, and not this strong want to so much. Because it's not going to be a good thing for you in the bigger picture. Things may, if you keep pushing and you go, aha, I made it happen. That's only instant. That's immediate gratification. How long do you think that's going to last, Leo? Logically, how long do you think that'll last? The universe doesn't want you doing that at all. Holding on to a marriage when there's no marriage left, just so you can say you still have your marriage, it's over. It was over long ago. You've got to catch up. You've got to play catch up and get your head into that space. Respect your inner knowing. Don't quash it. But follow your heart and trust the universe will bring you what you need when you need it. Your keywords are dreams and intuition, healing, rebirth, and guess what? Wishes that are in your best interest. Those are the wishes that will be granted to you. Be careful what you wish for, as they say. That, Leo, was your reading for March 27th through to April the 2nd. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated with you on a personal level for most of you. If you wanted it all about you, look down below in the more and in the description area. I have stated there how the private readings work here at Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Just read through it. And my personal email is right there, so you're more than welcome to ship me off a request for that as well. Also, for those of you that are new to YouTube and new to the channel, but more new to YouTube, that red subscription button right below this video window, if you click on it, you'll be notified of any new videos every time I post from Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I'd like to thank my current subscribers. The base is strong and solid, and I'm loving every minute of it. I hope you guys are too. You are all the seabed floor, the foundation that holds the greatest tides in the mighty Bay of Fundy, the greatest tides in the world. Without you, there'd be nothing but a mud bath there. I'd like to thank you for your likes, your shares, your thumbs up, your thumbs down, and all your comments. I love the comments, and I always take time to go through the comments and answer them. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Blogspot, on Google, and on Facebook. In my Facebook group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Please join us there. You're more than welcome to. We have a lot of fun in there. Every now and again, I do free pendulum readings that are live streamed. I'm still getting the hang of that. I've done 3, I think, so far in the last month and a half, maybe, but I'm going to be doing more when I get the time to do so. But that they are a blast. They're an awful lot of fun. I'm still giggling over the last one. And the next morning, it was like we were all at this party in Bay of Fundy Fortunes the next day. We were all still basking in the glow of the night before, saying that was so much fun. And it really, really was. I enjoyed every minute of it. I love doing that. It's my way to say thank you to the people that are members and subscribers as well. Anyway, I'm going to stop for now. And I'm going to say what I always say. From my heart to yours, please get the most you can out of the week. Please listen to your intuition. Use your logic. Don't let other people rule who you are. Keep your integrity in check for the next week or so. You're going to need that. As long as you do that, you can look at yourself every morning and say, I know I did the right thing. I have nothing to lose sleep over. And go search that person out from the past and settle that and get that taken care of as well. So if you're looking for me, you know you can always find me either right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes, or down there on the beach, on the Bay of Fundy, and I'm walking along the shoreline there, picking up the vibes and all those positive ions to bring back to you guys. And I'm doing that because I'm always waiting and watching for the next high tide. Thank you, and good night. Good night.